Hey, this is Susan Egan, Broadway's original Belle in Beauty and the Beast and the voice of Megara in Disney's Hercules. And you're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Wonder Boys, Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Lee. And they are a real slice.
And yes, that music's a little different, but this is something that we're trying out here, a new little segment we like to call Magical Musings.
We're tired of people stealing all of our old stuff, so we just figured we'd create some new stuff.
Yeah.
It's so hard to be innovative.
Gotta keep them on their toes, right?
Yeah, keep them nice. And
Speaking of toes.
Keep them honest. Yeah, speaking of toes, yeah. So these little shows are, short little snippets of just our random thoughts. And if you guys listen to the show enough, you know that we can go off on some pretty interesting discussions for
Tangents.
sure. Tangents, if you will. Yeah. We decided to consolidate our little conversations and present these little shows called Magical Musings. So totally different numbers, not part of our normal episode rotation. So that's why probably the art looks a little different, the numbering looks a little different, and the music even looks a little different.
Sounds
different. Yeah.
Yes, not look.
Looks. That's right.
If you could see music,
it's Fantasia.
I was gonna say, unless you're Daredevil,
you might want to see what you took that day.
Can you see what I
just see these little mushrooms growing
You
out the
might have gotten roofied.
I
might have, yeah.
Just saying.
Eli, you roofing me?
all the time.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Keep you smiling. That's my job.
He poisons every cup here, can I tell you? It's a numbers game for Eli. Sooner or later, he's going to get you.
It's okay. You safe with me.
So, guys, welcome to Magical Musings by the Magic Our Way podcast.
Oh, yeah!
And guys, look, quick announcement, just to remind you, we do have a Patreon, so if you want to support us or elevate your support of the Magic Our Way podcast, man, head over to patreon.com/Magic Our Way. We have 5 awesome tiers from which you could choose from, and there's all kind of benefits towards that, man, for sure. So, especially if you've been watching any of our videos on YouTube, you got your name at the end of every video, so you get recognized every time for being a lovely supporter of our show. So, yeah, make sure you head out there, patreon.com/Magic Our Way, and support your Magic Our Way podcast. And that music's a little different. It's been a while since we played that, but that's what we use for our little Magic Our Way segments and stuff. And so Lee had this little idea he wanted to talk about. Lee, what do you want to talk about? What is this?
I know this is going to sound weird, so hopefully no one calls for banning me off the show or something. But so
it's already weird now.
Yeah, and they've already done that.
Too late. Where this is going.
You can only redeem yourself at this point.
Weird.
I'm scared.
I hurt.
So I'm at work today doing the audit, counting the shoes, and
did you fire anybody?
No, well, not yet. We'll see about it tomorrow.
I was going to say, it's only Wednesday.
Yeah.
give them
it's early in the week.
They go to jail.
Okay.
They go to jail. You don't put them in jail.
Yeah, the week is still young.
Yes.
Plenty of time to fire people. All right.
Plenty of time. Get bail on Saturday.
No rush. But anyway, so like if you've ever sold shoes, which you guys have and I have, you got to deal with some funky feet sometimes. And, it's not the most exciting part of the job.
It reminds me of Al Bundy, right? Married to a shoe salesman? And he always made fun of people with funky feet or whatever. Stuff like that.
That
exactly.
face.
That's what you're talking about? Is that true to life?
It's somewhat. It can be.
Okay.
Okay. I could tell you I've got some stories, but all this is to say, like, I don't know why this crossed my mind, but I'm like, I wonder, like, what Disney character, whatever you want to call, not just animated characters, but in the parks, whatever, anything that has to do with Disney, who has the funkiest feet?
That's a great question.
They came into the store, like, okay, so I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of barefoot Disney characters.
Well, let's say Yzma came into the store.
Okay.
I gotta imagine that she's got some crazy corns and jacked up hammer toes and all that. Like, I don't know, want to wait on Yzma and help her try on some shoes.
I don't think she does a lot of walking. In fact, you probably just throw anything would fit those feet.
She gets carried by Gronk.
She's like 200 years old.
You know what?
Like,
I'll tell you who has the nicest Disney feet.
Oh,
Ariel. Because they never been used.
Yeah, brand new.
These new feet.
She was already way into her teen years before she started using those feet. So those feet.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And they're well moisturized.
Right. And she gets in the ocean every once in a while, too. So they get washed off there. So I bet you Ariel has the nicest feet.
Well, non-calloused, and then it gets blistered from walking around using it for the first time.
I bet, yeah. I bet you Ariel has some pretty sweet feet. But funkiest feet?
Oh,
that's a lot.
Like if they came in the store right now, like I would not want to help them out.
Yoda
for sure. Any Ewok. I wouldn't want to go near those feet.
That's definitely a short order.
Chewbacca, for that matter.
Yoda got to cut them nails, man.
No.
They kind of got a little bit yellow.
What about Raycor feet?
That's some nasty feet.
Oh shoot, we could just talk about everybody in Jabba's palace.
Anybody,
the big belly dude and
oh god,
the guy that cried over the dead Rancor and
the traitor.
Well, maybe he wore shoes.
Or Bib Fortuna, maybe Bib Fortuna got.
I think he had shoes, but he didn't look. He bathed.
I never saw his feet because he had these long cloaky robes.
That's true.
Think I ever saw. Even the toy didn't show his feet.
Yeah, he might have some sandals or something.
I'm envisioning like Voldemort feet. You remember from the Harry Potter movies?
Yeah.
So he's got a long cloaky. So I'm like, maybe their feet's like that.
Oh boy,
hard to tell, man. They could have sandals on underneath his feet.
Yeah, they could. Yeah,
like Timberlands. I bet you know Voldemort wore Timberlands.
You got them Jordans, right?
Oh yeah.
He's sporting like, man, I can't show y'all my kicks. They clean.
So we each got to pick a character with funky feet.
Oh god.
No, I mean, yeah, you can pick somebody. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like
I know automatically who I would pick.
Who's that?
If you asked me who I would pick,
who'd you pick?
Well, is that what we're doing?
Sure. Who would you pick that has the funkiest feet in all of Disney lore?
Oh god,
that drunk pirate on the bridge with those dangling toes
and the hair
on the feet. That pirate freaks me out every time we go underneath it and we get close to that funky ass foot. That drunk pirate on the bridge of Pirates of the Caribbean. Bar none, funkiest feet in all of Disney lore.
Wow.
Huh.
Ugh. There's the cure for something in there, you know?
It's penicillin stuck in between the toenails.
Yes.
Wow.
And it just falls on your head every time you pass underneath it.
He takes his toes
like no matter, and I know it's but my body contorts itself away from that foot. Every time
we bring a can of Lysol and just kind of spray it when you walk by.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
No, I would definitely go with him.
Well, along with that, what I would pick is, and this attraction's not along anymore, but if we're talking about all of Disney lore, this has to be included. But there used to be these cavemen in the World of Motion attraction.
Oh,
and you would see it because World of Motion was all about transportation, right? Of course, World of Motion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you'd see these footsteps because they're talking about the start of the whole transportation thing, or when people started being mobile.
Right.
And then you cut to the scene.
The wheel.
Yeah, they invented the wheel. But then you cut to the scene of these cavemen just sitting on the ground. And they're blowing on their feet because they're so hot.
That's right.
Over. Yeah. So this dude's got some big cheeks and he's got these nasty crusted over feet.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's so hot. I mean, you can find these videos on YouTube and you can see that exact scene that I'm talking about. But that, for some reason, that always stuck in my head. And maybe it was because I knew those feet were going to be like just ugh. After walking through the dusty caves and whatever, the land and. They all hot and steamy now, and they're trying to cool it off.
Well, soap wasn't made back then either.
Well, for that matter, like the Yeti, the Yeti's got to have some funky ass feet then too.
Yeah, because
they're probably like claws, right? Because he's got to climb up the mountain and stuff.
Yeah. Those claws with the fungus underneath. Oh yeah,
and all that dancing he does. All that disco dance.
Since he don't move no more, that's collected underneath. The skin is probably rotted. Yeah.
Oh, gross.
That's true. You ain't getting no oxygen.
His feet is so funky it broke the foundation.
They clean yourself.
Work them anymore. They had to redo the whole ride. No.
People were passing out on the ride and stuff.
Anybody that's barefoot is automatically in the club, because like Wreck-It Ralph, I don't know if they're funky, but that dude's got no shoes. He's walking around like
they're big.
All these Candyland, getting chocolate stuck to his feet, and he's climbing the candy cane tree, right? That's all sticky, and then he got stuck in the marshmallow. Like, imagine like how gross his feet are from walking around barefoot all the time.
Well, he sleeps on those bricks too, so yeah, that doesn't help.
Sleeping on bricks.
So he's got to walk on the bricks. He pounds them, and
he sleeps in rubble.
yeah. That's his bed. He
Nothing about that says pristine.
No. I mean, figure the bricks will cut his feet, and it's all nasty and just. Ugh.
Well, that's straight dirt.
That's just straight dirt. That's just straight nasty.
That's all the ground. You probably gotta file some of the dirt from under his feet just to get to his actual feet.
Ew, that's nasty.
Well, his knuckles from beating on stuff too can't be all that nice.
I don't know.
I've never seen him take a bath. How's he take a bath? In a candy syrup lake or something?
He hangs out in Honda's bathtub, I guess.
Honda.
Yeah.
1,000-hand slap.
1,000-hand slap.
Who would you go with for the funkiest feety?
God, this is crazy. I have to go with the Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that's a dude, number one, doesn't wear shoes. Number two, he's been off the planet, so you don't know how bad space dirt is.
Oh, he got some space fungus in his
That's
feet,
right. He got space
toes.
dirt.
Yeah.
He's got earth dirt. He's got, I don't know what the dirt's like in Wakanda, but I mean, every place this dude's been, he's barefoot.
Yeah.
There's nothing clean about that. And look, it ain't nothing against him because he's green, but I cannot imagine radioactive feet on its own nature being that sanitary.
Oh, I wonder though, when he changes back to Banner, I wonder if the feet nastiness stays.
It kind of does
stay because dirt ain't gonna dirt doesn't mutate back to normalcy.
He doesn't.
He mutates to clean feet.
No, he would have some funky feet.
I can see that. So Banner included. So Hulk and Banner.
Okay, imagine how many creatures he stepped on.
Yeah, I bet now you say that, I bet you that's the first thing Banner does after transforming back is he goes to get a pedicure. Gets the chunks of people out of his toenails.
He goes and buys a new pair of shoes. He's got to buy a new pair because his feet ripped through the other ones.
Exactly. That's why the Avengers travel alone and he works separately because they know how bad.
Think about Journeys is yo, Mr. Banner. Good to see you again.
By that matter, you could say Trader Sam has some nasty feet.
Oh,
around that jungle, right?
But does he even exist anymore? Because he's kind of amorphous now. We don't even know who he is.
Oh, he just kind of walked off the set.
He's a businessman now.
Yeah, he walked off the set, but he trudged through all this dirt and the nastiness.
I'd also go for
nasty,
very nasty. He looked like
even the tribal, the tribe people dancing up and down, which are no longer there too.
Very much.
They've been dancing for a long time. That's some calloused over feet.
And it's dangerous to stick your feet in that water out there.
It is.
You see how Jungle Cruise is. You can't just hang out there and wash your feet.
Mike Wazowski's got to have some pretty funky feet.
Alien feet now, and a monster feet now.
No, a monster feet, yeah, and a monster.
What about Roz? Does Roz have feet, or she doesn't even have feet?
No, she has one big.
She's just like a slug.
Yeah, she's like a slug.
That'd be like saying Jabba has feet.
Well, I mean, Sully's got hair all over his body.
Little bitty feet under there.
Yeah, but I mean, those toenails of Mike Wazowski, there's something living underneath there. Although, I guess Sully's got some toenails too. Then
I'm just thinking stuff getting caught up in his hair around his feet.
Yeah.
Speaking of hair and feet, what about Rocket?
The raccoon?
Oh, Rocket Raccoon.
Does he wear shoes?
No, he's Rocket.
I was going to say, I don't think he wears shoes.
He's straight up raccoon.
That's a raccoon.
But I don't know. I mean, I've never seen him lick the paws of his...
Does he clean his feet like a raccoon? I was going to say,
I've never seen him do that. I mean, no one's him except him. But
I saw him one day. He was grooming himself at one point. And
so look at his feet?
I think, no. Like he was grooming some part of his body. Like he was cleaning himself, I believe.
Oh, okay. Maybe when they were trapped in the second movie.
I could be wrong. It's been a long time, but I do seem to remember that he was grooming himself.
I want to go watch that now.
Yeah, I was gonna say rocket exhaust. I would imagine hanging out in trees. Still,
maybe I just imagined that's what he was doing.
It was a fantasy.
That's what you were hoping.
It was a fuss.
Oh, the mummy in the haunted mansion. That's got to be some funky feet in that mummy coffin.
Oh, yeah, that is old feet.
What about the ghost in haunted mansion? She doesn't have shoes, but I don't know how ghost feet work.
Well, I mean, they're amorphous glob. You have to have feet.
Yeah, but right.
Well, what about the grave? The dude with the dog.
Well, he's still living. I don't think his feet is undead yet.
Yeah, but
he's got shoes on.
Okay.
But does he take care of his feet though?
I
love his feet.
I mean, his clothes are kind of poor, so I mean, maybe.
I mean, he has sideburns, but other than that, he shaves, so he takes care of his face. He grooms.
Oh, okay. Maybe
So I
give
can
him the benefit of
imagine that. Yeah, if
he
I
takes his
give him the
boots
benefit-
off and he has the best looking feet ever.
Check it out. Clean.
Oh, Gus, the hitchhiking ghost.
That's
yeah, there you go. There you
That's
go.
got to be some funky feet.
That's some old
That's
feet.
what because it's like that's dead feet, but it's ethereal feet.
Well, can you smell dead feet?
That's a great question.
I don't know.
There's a
Can you smell ghost feet? Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine though it would be good, right?
what's the sound of one hand clapping?
boo?
What's the sound of 1 foot stomping?
No, there's a lot of people. I'm going to stick with my pirate. I'm sure y'all. Wait, so you sticking with?
I'll
Hulk,
stick with Hulk. I
And
got
Lee, you
other
going
worldly
with
dirt.
Ralph?
Yeah, I'll stick with Ralph. I mean, again, I think only because Yzma has never been shown barefoot, maybe not, but I still believe she's probably got some hammer toes in there at least.
Oh, I would not be so. I'm sure Kermit's got. I mean,
Oh, wow.
hanging around in swamps. I'm sure he's got some serious swamp foot.
That's fair.
Tarzan.
Yeah.
Piggy.
Oh, Tarzan.
Oh,
Tarzan's
Tarzan,
a
yeah.
great one.
He slides down fungus.
Yeah, he's laying on trees with his feet. He's hanging on
Ooh.
to ropes with his feet.
Yeah, just put-
Mowgli. What about Mowgli?
Oh,
Yeah.
Mowgli.
Yeah, he does.
Mm.
He lives in the jungle.
And he hangs out and rides on animals. You don't
Oh,
know where
Mowgli.
they've been.
All
Mowgli,
right.
yeah.
So is anybody changing their pick? I'm going to stick with my funky-footed pirate.
Well, I like my
Ooh.
caveman, but I gotta go with Yoda because I mean those feet are nasty.
Yeah.
Feet are rough.
Yeah, let's stick with Yoda.
And he is in a swamp, and he's
Yeah.
got all the bad
He's
elements.
got long nails. It's all just it's yellow.
Mhm.
It's like come on, man.
I think that's what he died. They never told you what Yoda died of, but I think it was from athlete's foot.
He like turned over. Oh, foot hurt this.
I mean, he was walking with a cane at one point. Come on, it was a foot thing.
Green. This should not be.
Yeah. Why
He
can't
didn't used to be green.
Yeah,
You can raise a X-wing fighter. You can't shave your toenails. Kind of messed up.
No
Use the
time for
force
that.
All right.
Well, that's everybody. I think we said. Is there anybody that y'all would go with? I said Ariel for nice feet.
Nice.
Is there anybody that you would go for, like for the nicest feet?
The nicest feet.
Nicest feet.
Oh, well, what about Cinderella?
Oh,
No, yeah,
that's
you're
a
right.
good
Oh
one.
yeah, when it slips into the shoe. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, she must have like perfect feet, you know?
I mean, only glass slippers shall touch her feet. It's like she should only walk on the petals of roses. Her feet shall only wear glass.
Yeah, now we're getting all kinky and stuff.
When did we not get kinky on the show?
And I didn't even
Yeah.
start it.
Yeah,
I
that's-
don't know what's going on here.
This might be a precedent in that we're talking kinky about Disney characters, but when are we not kinky?
Oh, shoot, man. I'll just say Tiana because I'm a fan.
Right? You know what I'm gonna say, but I'm trying to,
Oh, Jasmine?
Well, yeah, her feet don't touch the guy. She on,
And she on the carpet. Yeah.
Yeah.
When her feet ever touch the ground?
Everything
When
about
you're
her.
around Jasmine, she never has to walk.
Everything perfect. I carry her. Don't get me started.
No, you'd have to change Tiana because Tiana was a freaking frog, man. There's all kinds of.
It's mucus.
funky-
Shut up.
What are you talking about? She changed, man.
Mucus.
She changed. You don't know her like I do, man.
There's got to be another character. Come on.
That's
nice
nicest feet?
Nice feet.
Tangled chick. She's got nice feet.
No, okay. You know what? We got to get outside
Funzel.
the box because it's all strictly
I
princesses.
can imagine Mary Poppins has nice feet.
Now you're talking. Now
Okay,
you're thinking.
yeah.
Yes, traveling by
impeccable.
umbrella. No corns and
Well,
no
she's, no, but she's naturally impeccable.
But she does wear heels, though.
practically perfect in every way, including
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, including feet, I guess so.
I would go with that. Mary Poppins. I
Mary
like
Poppins,
that.
you like Mary Poppins?
I like
Okay.
Mary
I'll go with
Poppins.
Mary
I think
Poppins.
Jasmine's a great addition to it. I think
Yeah.
Cinderella and Ariel.
Yeah, Ariel, yeah.
Ariel and Dan, I got new legs.
Yeah.
I
Fresh,
think
she got that fresh feet.
you got those are the 4 freshest feet. So there you go. You got the 4 freshest feet and the 4 funkiest feet.
So you got the 4 people that Lee would not serve shoes to, and 4 that he would
He
serve shoes
Couldn't
to.
wait.
Couldn't wait. He
Service
loves
those
it.
feet. Yes.
He'll fit him in every shoe that's imaginable in the store.
He's in there with his nose. He's snorting it all and getting all that flavor.
He's
Get
got
all
that,
your essence.
Mm.
and he writes it down in his little diary book.
So that's our thoughts, listeners. What are y'all's?
Hey,
Is
what's
there
your thoughts on
anybody?
feet?
Is that
Yes.
crazy?
Is there anyone we missed?
Yeah, let us know. Is it? Have you thought about this feet thing?
Yeah.
Shoot us an email.
Let us know how long it takes for another podcast to rip that one off.
Yes.
So happy.
And if they do, shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com and share us your thoughts on that conversation. All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed our first episode of Magical Musings by the Magic Our Way podcast. Branding.
We've
But-
mused many times, but this is officially a musing that is magical.
Yes, and we're focusing our musing to this musing show. A
Yes.
musing show.
Exactly.
Very amusing.
So it's going to be awesome. So, like, good guys.
Oh,
man,
I like that. Let's rebrand it. Magical a-Musings.
Magical a-Musings. I like that, actually. Magical a-Musings.
Why not?
So we do.
All right, so for the next episode of Magical a-Musings, make sure you stay tuned. It's going to be great. So, but yeah, look, the magicourway.com, that's where you can find all of our content, man. You'll find our YouTube stuff. You'll find our regular podcast stuff. You find it all there. So make sure you go check out with us on that website. If you want to share your opinions, man, show at magicourway.com is our email. You can give us a call at 1-815-MO-WEEKEND. That is 1-815-MO-WEEKEND. 669-4226. And also, Eli does things with comics. Eli, where can they find you, sir?
Yeah, you can find me at ivorycomics.com, where I have everything I have for all of the projects that I do. Project Geisha, Savages, Molly Be Damned. There's a link to this podcast, so you're never left out. You can also check me out on Facebook.com, Eli H. Ivory. You can find me there. Project Geisha has a Facebook page, so Facebook.com/Project Geisha. Instagram, how you doing? Right there, eIvory504. And also on Twitter, I can be found at Hancock10-166. There you go.
And Lee, if they want to book a vacation down to Walt Disney World and check out those nasty Yeti feet, how can they do that with you, sir?
Yeti feet.
Yeah, just give me a call at 832-431-1621. You can email me at lee@magicourway.com. You can find me at Facebook at facebook.com/LostDaVicaTravel. On Instagram, you can find me at You Got a Friend in Lee Travel. And on TikTok, You Got a Friend in Lee.
All right, guys. So look, man, thank you again for indulging us on these new magical a-Musings that we'll be presenting to you. And make sure you get in touch with us because we always love hearing from our listeners.
Magical a-Musings is going to be the next best thing since Did You Notice?
That's right. And sliced
feel
bread.
it already, yes.
All right, guys. So look, make sure you get in touch with us, share your opinions, and let us know what you think about this new segment.
And this wonderful wordplay.